Hello, this is Thomas, K4SWL. If you're new here, I like to do real-time, real-life amateur radio field activation videos. And today I'm at Fort Dobbs State Historic Site. And you can see the fort kind of up here through the woods. And I am deliberately just kind of coming down here off to the side. There's a really nice picnic area over here and some really nice tall trees. In fact, they're so tall. That they're a little challenging to get lines in, but I'm gonna do my best. I am gonna go for, I think, that one right there. That should give me a pretty good bit of height. And it'll be nice just to have a challenge to do that. What I've got today is I'm on my way back to the mountains after we've spent, almost a week and a half away maybe. And I've got my Elecraft K2 kit in here with my bug emulator, because this is bug out month for me. This is the month I imposed on myself to sort of learn the bug. And I didn't bring my Vibraplex bug with me, the mechanical semi-automatic bug, because of course, well, first of all, they don't travel well, but also I didn't know where I'd be activating and that sort of thing, and I just think this will work out nicer for me. So first thing I'm going to do though is get a line in a tree, because this thing's going to be crazy. If I can get it in this tree, I'm going to be very pleased with myself, I think, because it's a little bit of a challenge. Let me put my glasses somewhere safe, because I do not want don't want this to fall on them. Okay, and let's see what I'll do so that you can see this. Maybe this, I don't think you'll be able to capture this completely. The thing about these videos is they're not exactly in 3D, and is that the one I was going to go for? Or is it this one? Let me look at this for a second. God, that'd be really nice too. Which one should I go for? I think I may go for this one instead. I can probably sit back here and try that. Those are, because there's one that's a little lower and one that's a little higher there. And yeah, maybe you can sit back here at a nice distance so you can laugh at me when it'll probably take me a couple tries to get this. I say optimistically. Okay, here we go, wish me luck. Oh, that is really high. But it'd be so much fun to get that. It'd be so much fun to get that one. I think my 40-meter end-fed halfway would nearly be vertical if I can do that. I've got to keep this from hitting my line. Sometimes it's all about like line management, so it flows freely when it leaves. And then some physics. Yes! So let me get this knot out. There we go. Come on now, buddy. I think I got you now. The only thing is it's swinging around, and I gotta untangle this a little bit. Since I stopped it, it started swinging, and I don't want it to be in the line that way. Which way is it going? Yeah, that's how. Fortunately, I can untangle this. There we go. It wouldn't have done it had I not. Oh, no, I gotta do it one more time this way. You can't see this. I'd never be able to show this on video either. There we go. Now that's apart again. It's because if you ever do this, if you ever have a line go through the tree and then you stop it for some reason, there's a really high likelihood it's gonna do this. And what happens is the thing's swinging, and it swings back because it's not hitting the ground. It swings back and it catches the line, and it goes forward and it catches it again. And so then you have to untangle it because you can't pull a line up through the tree with, you don't want your antenna doing the same thing because it just follows whatever the throw line's doing. But as you can see, that's pretty good right there. That should work fine. And you know, I'm probably just gonna use my regular old 40-meter end-fed half wave, because it's, the one Steve made me has such narrow gauge. It's 1 1/4 inch. 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 1 1/ It's very narrow gauge line in it. So let's pull things out of my Redox Gator bag. There's my battery and my, oh, don't forget about your glasses there, Thomas. And yeah, let's get these, I'll need them now. Okay, so first things first, let's get the antenna up. Got a lot of things in those pockets, which is the reason it wants to fold forward when there's nothing in the bag. Let's put this on here. Oh, this is all aluminum, I forgot about that. Probably put it to one of those screws. Here we go. So we'll just use this guy. I used it yesterday or the day before at an activation. And now normally what I do is when I grab this off the end, I would just toss it toward my bag, but there are so many leaves on the ground right now that if I do that, there's a decent chance it could just roll underneath some leaves and make it difficult for me to find. So I'm not gonna do that this time. I'm gonna just put it on the picnic table and I'll come back and grab it. Because let's just say in the past, that may have happened before in the past. If one were to know those things, that could have happened. I would, well, let's just be honest here. Most of what I say that sounds like advice comes from experience. And it's not the kind of experience of like, oh, I read that in a book. It's because I've made the mistake and later paid the price for that mistake. And what I'll probably do is raise this up. This will be a nice shape for this antenna once I get it deployed anyway. I'm trying these wireless mics out again. They have just been a little flaky on me, but it's breezy enough today. I just thought it'd be nice to use them. I hope my voice is loud enough during the activation. That is one of the things that sometimes doesn't do as well. I don't know, it has a hard time dealing with these two microphone inputs. So let's go over now. What I'll have to do is be really careful not to step on my antenna line as I come over here. And I'll start pulling this guy out. And I make sure as I'm looking at it that everything's coming off the way it should. I think it looks pretty good to me now. Yeah. Except for that. Okay, let's go over and fix that. It's not a knot, it's just a tangle, but you don't want that tangle to go up into the tree. And it's just because it's picking up leaves on the ground. Leaves, sticks, all the stuff on the forest floor, that's what ties up these things. So there we go. And we're almost to the end of the line anyway, I think. Excuse me. So anyway, let's pull this up. This is looking great. It's looking great. And of course, there goes the end of the line down. So this will make a nice inverted V. I didn't go for the, I could have gone for the higher branch over there and I didn't do that. But I don't think it's necessary. There's no one else out here right now. I'm super tempted to just tie this off at this picnic table over here. That's what I think I'll do, and I'll leave my feed point about that high. Now you can't see this, I'm sorry, but I'm just tying off the end of the line over here on a picnic table. And if somebody comes, I'll just have to tell them like, hey, be careful. But I don't think in all the times I've been down here, I have never seen anyone come down here when I've been here. So maybe I have that effect on people. Let's see. Let's put this out. I want a decent antenna today because I think I'm gonna run pretty low power just because I like to shake things up a little bit. There we go. Oh, this is a really nice deployment, actually. It's going to swing around a little bit, but it won't have an effect on anything. Now my temptation is to actually sit over on this side of the table and look out. I think that's what I'll do. Sit over here. There we go. That way I can have a nice view of my antenna and where all the signals are going. Okay. Okay, Thomas. Let's get going here. What you say? As if I don't take enough time. Here's one of the things I love about this particular K2, the way it was built. My buddy Drew built this. He put in it has both of the antenna options, and it also has a receive antenna, which is really nice because at my house now, I need a good receive loop antenna. I have never needed one of those before, but our solar panels, which we'll never get rid of because they got us through Hurricane Helene in style, us and our neighbors. I'll never get rid of those, but they do generate noise, and I don't like that. But we can work with the noise. We can figure out a way to get through the noise. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I need a battery, which is in this pack. Let's grab this out. There's probably enough juice left in this, especially if I'm running really, really, really low power. The K2 is an efficient radio too. It's not that it's going to need many milliamps on receive or transmit. I'll set this here. Might as well set it upright if we're going to put the battery there. This battery, I've gotten so much use out of these batteries. Try to see, this has the date on it. I don't know if this is from I think this is from 20, yes. This one was made on December 3rd of 2020. I've had this for 5 years, this battery. It keeps working. It's a good one. I love Bioenno batteries. Oh, maybe I'll use I do have my other backpack here. And I think I'm gonna use my Bengali key this time again. To see how it works. This is the bug emulator, like I said, because we are in bug out month for me. Now I have to admit, I was just watching a video by Forrest, KI7 QCF. You should be watching his videos if you're not already. And he was mentioning, you know, for him, every month's bug out month. And that's true because he's a pretty avid bug operator. For me, I started it because I just wanted a good excuse to take the bug to the field. And I was amazed. I watched a video he did of a park activation using his, I can't remember the type of bug it was, but it was a really nice one. And I was amazed seeing how effectively he could use that bug in non-ideal circumstances, just on the bed of his truck, like on the tailgate. That takes some experience to be able to do that. I'm not there yet. I'm very inexperienced when it comes to bugs. But I'm looking forward to using my real Vibraplex bug when I get back home. I didn't take it on this trip. Like I said, they don't travel super easily. And let's get all these packs over here. I don't want these things to fall down on the ground. And here we go. Let's see, I need, oh yes, my logbook. And I've got that right here. Yes, let's start a new page. And I need to look up the park number. I can never remember. I get all of my park numbers mixed up in my head. It's 6839. Did I say 6839? See how quickly I forget these things? 6839, yes. US 6839. And we are the 22nd of October 2025. And I've got K2 infed half wave emulator. I'm going to put QRPp. I don't know what level I'm going to do yet, but it's going to be low power. That I do know. Let me just put this back here. I think that's going to be enough. Yeah, that should be good. Okay, let's see where I am. 1 to 1, yeah. Okay. (20 meters CW). And we are 1900 hours UTC. And let me do that's just to trigger the reverse beacon network. There we go. I forgot to check my power. It's at 400 milliamps. Oh no. Now we're at 100 milliwatts, 1/10 of a 1 watt. Thank you. Good to get you in here again, buddy. $229. Okay, I'm. Okay, wait. What was that? Okay, gotcha. Okay, oh, I'm way down in the noise. Wow, Utah. I heard Vermont, and I said Utah. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Did you hear me? Gotcha. Am I inflicting pain upon my hunters by going so low in power? Look, he's just making sure he got it. Okay, I'll go ahead and get you one. He just wasn't sure he got me. You can't see this very well, I'm sorry about that. Gotcha. Thanks for sticking with me. We're not done here yet. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got the activation done, but let's maybe move to 40 meters. I never even really checked to see if I got spotted or not, but I don't even really need the ATU on. But I can't remember here. I need to look up. It's on alternate right now. Whoops. Ugh. There we go. It's not on calibrate, not on alternate. I think it's out. Zero received. 1 out. 0.1 forward. Let's see if I've been spotted actually in all this. Let me check here. Oh man, it is such a gorgeous day. This is just really amazing to be able to be out here today. Okay, let's pull up my POTA spots. I think I've got a good signal here actually, so that should help. Okay, spots. Yeah, look at that, 18 dB. That's not too bad. I won't complain about that. W2NAF, so in two-land. That's the reason I was getting all these like northeastern stations here probably. So now let's try to do a little CQ calling here. I'm trying to keep I need to speed up my dits a little teeny bit to make it a little uncomfortable for me, because that's really where my vibraplex is. That's really where my vibraplex is, and I want to stay about where that would be. It had me at 19 words a minute when I was looking at this before. Let's see here. It hasn't spotted me yet though. So let's see, 40 meters. I have no clue if 40 meter band has any life in it. Okay, let's do this properly, so at least I know that. I wish my bug sounded like that, my bug fist. If 40's not working, we'll move up to 30 meters. So yeah, we're only running 1/10 of 1 watt, but it makes it fun to do an activation like this. This is not a super rare park or anything. Yeah, here we go. It posted my spot. good to get you here. You sound great too. Holy cow. If you can hear me, Paul, yeah, you've got good ears. Yep, good to get you again. Not bad for 40 meters this time of day. You may notice on here, it's not even showing up as power output. I may try to get one more contact and then I need to move on. I mean, Okay, wait. South Carolina. Good to get you in here, buddy. No takers right now. That's all right. Somebody else calling CQ. That is fine. That is fine. I am good with this. Good to get you in there, Tommy. And let's see how many we got. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 contacts, 16 of which were with 1/10 of 1 watt. That pleases me. That really pleases me. So anyway, I need to hop off here. The reason why I need to just start closing up shop here before I forget is because I am I'm going to see my father in the hospital this afternoon. He's actually in a rehab wing of a hospital on our way back home. And so I want to see him. I have to swing by my buddy Velado's house, make it back to the house in enough time that I can do a presentation for a club at 7 o'clock. I've got a lot going on today, and I've got about an hour and 45-minute drive back home, probably really close to 2 hours when you include the stopover at the hospital and everything. I'm not quite sure I'm going to get all this done, but we'll see. I may have to cut something out of there, but I'm not going to cut seeing my dad. So I need to start packing up, though, just to make sure I've got all this done properly. I hope the audio sounds good in here. I've just had issues with these little mics. They work really well in a lot of ways, but then sometimes when I'm operating, my voice just disappears if I don't have the mic in just the right place or something, and I have it automatically blend in the audio so I don't do any post-production. So yes, okay. And so I can't really control a lot of that easily. I'm going to put up the radio here. Good job, K2. Good job. And let's see here. Let me just move this up. We'll get the antenna put up in short order. Excuse me. Love this Gator bag. Red Ox. I got links to all this stuff below. Of course, you know me. When it comes to packs and bags, I have lots of links. Because I love them. Red Ox is an awesome company. They make all their stuff in Montana. Yes, it's expensive, but I mean, they're making it like it's a cottage industry sort of company. It's a small company, family run, but their gear is like nothing else. I love them. And this is the Shadow Circuits bags, which I've been sporting here these last few activations, and I love these. Really simple little pouches that he puts together. I'll have links to all this stuff too. I'm not affiliate or anything of any of these companies. I just like their goods, and I like supporting small manufacturers making excellent quality products. So let's grab the feed line first off of the antenna. I think my wife will be finishing up here pretty soon. She did a tour of the fort while I was doing this. So she'll be done here pretty soon. Okay. Let's see here. Put this around, put it in here. Let's go over here and grab the antenna. Actually, I need to detach the antenna from the other, or the throw line from the other end over here, so I can pull the antenna down. And, oh yeah, I hooked it up here to the picnic table. There we go. Now the tension will be off the antenna line. So I can just start to roll this guy up. Served me really well for, again, 100 milliwatts. And sometimes when I do activations like this, people say, oh, you know, but you're running so low a power, you're not giving people an opportunity to work the station. But the truth is, I get out there a fair amount. And if people want to work Fort Dobbs, it's you know, activated quite a lot, actually. So I don't think that people are missing out on anything. It just also is an opportunity to show what super low power can do. If you had really limited means, you know, people will they'll make a kit, like a CW radio kit that only puts out 1 watt, and they never put it on the air because they think that 1 watt's just not enough. You know, it's just kind of fun to make the project, but, you know, it won't work in reality. Well, it does work in reality. You can do activations. Boy, if I took this to a SOTA summit, I would have had a pile up with 100 milliwatts. I'm telling you, I would have. Just because SOTA has such avid chasers, and it wouldn't, you know, it wouldn't have been an issue at all. Here we go. Let's see here. I still have a thermocell in here. Forget about that. It doesn't actually need to live in this bag, but it does, regardless if it needs to or not. Okay, now let's go get the throw line and put it up. Here we go. I'll need this guy. And I don't see my wife yet. She's probably in the fort still, but she'll be done here pretty soon. It's a nice fort tour if you ever come here. Let me move around here so I can get to this better. There we go. This will take a little while. There's a fair amount of line in the tree. My voice is slowly coming back. Didn't have any coughing fits this time. That's a nice thing. I don't ever want to get this bug again, whatever this was. It passed through our entire family, one after another. Came with fevers, came with the whole bit. It could have been a COVID variation or something, but I don't know. I don't really worry about those things too much. I try not to get sick, but so far I have a fairly healthy immune system, so I don't worry about it too much. And most of the members of my family, except my dad, really have healthy immune systems, and he's in the hospital right now. Not from this. And so I don't get too concerned about anything. I just try to get through it and move on, onward and upward. As my friend Terry, K04WFP says. Here we go. Can I fit this in here? It's gonna be a little tight, Thomas. I know, this bag can do it. These zippers are the best. These are like number 10 YKK, or YYK, why can't I think of this right now? They are YKK, that's right. I can't remember the Japanese name that goes along with that acronym, but they're really good ones. And these are Vislon zippers. And the cool thing about them is they glide really nicely, and they don't, this is bag geekery here, but they don't back up on, like if something happens, these do not back up. It's like they kind of have a brake. They won't automatically unzip by accident. And so that's just not going to happen with these zippers, which I really like that. And they're also very easily field repairable, which I like as well. Okay, that is pretty much it. I that is pretty much it. So let's go ahead and pack up here the rest of our stuff, which means my camera gear, and get ready to head in, jump back in the car, hit the interstate again, go visit my dad, and then try to do all the other errands I need to do before tonight when I need to be doing a presentation. So thank you so much for joining me today on this gorgeous fall day here in Statesville, North Carolina at Fort Dobbs State Historic Site. The staff here are some of the nicest you'll ever meet. They're amazing. I always go in there and drop a donation and ask for permission to come in here and operate. They never have an issue. They've never, ever, ever scoffed at me for doing it. They almost always automatically tell me, hey, you know, the picnic shelter's open. I wanted to come out here this time. I wanted to try to go from these tall trees. Next time, I'm really gonna just spend time until I get this thing into the highest branch I can here, because there's some great ones for doing this. It just takes time. It really takes time to hit some of these super high branches. You can do it. So I was in this one right here at the end of the day, and I saw it and I was like, that'll do. But I wish I would have kept going and at least hit that one above it. I think I could have easily hit that with maybe 2 more tries or something. But that one did a great job. In terms of antenna deployment, it was fine the way it was, but it's just my own personal challenge when I do this other part of the activation, which is putting a line in a tree, which is, like, to me, one of the fun parts. It's an excuse to, it's like a little game that goes along with your activation. Is like, can he get it there? Can he make it work, you know? So I love it. Anyway, thanks again. Take care, everyone. Thank you for being a kind person on this planet. Thank you for being empathetic and understanding what it's like in someone else's shoes. And if you find someone who's new to amateur radio, think about it that way too, and think about what would help them and how you could help them. And you'll probably make a friend in the process, helping them put up their first antenna, taking them out on a gorgeous day like today and doing a park activation, or just trying to help them set up something at their own home. It doesn't matter. Just put yourself out there, and I promise what this whole community is built on is Elmering, and I think that's what makes our amateur radio community so strong today. Anyway, everybody, take care, have a wonderful week, and until next time, 7 twos.